Look at this! SEBRING International Raceway, one of the most iconic tracks in the planet. And I'm here practicing for the first time. Today I'm taking you to this crazy 90-minute race where we're gonna be racing Miatas with LMP3s on the same racetrack in a multi-class event.
But having only driven this car in the simulator, am I going to survive this bumpy track in real life?
Unlike sim racing, there's a zillion different factors. You'll hammer the same bump 99 times and it's fine, you can power right over it. But the 100th time you hit that bump, it spins you sideways.
But unlike sim racing, there is very limited track time and I need to extract the most possible from the few hours we will have in testing. And this is where I need to hyper-focus on my weaknesses in real life: fear and confidence.
Dude, I almost died 10 times with the traffic.
Your goal for this session is get reference markers, especially for braking. Okay? So don't over push, don't look at lap times. Just reference markers for braking, apexes, and exits.
Now imagine yourself in this situation. You're driving a race car in real life on a new track for the first time and you have no idea how much grip there is, how the car is going to behave, and the fact that if you make any mistake and crash, you have to pay tens of thousands of dollars. You might even get hurt. What is your process? How do you get up to speed as quickly as possible without taking too many risks? You don't know the braking references, you don't know the grip levels. Right now, you will experience my first contact, uncut with pure sound, and I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, the first session is done and it's such a dream. I realized that as you drive, you're like, I know this. This is the first time I'm here, but I know every corner, every bump, every braking zone, the way the car is going to behave. It's always that crazy Centurio experience. I felt a lot more comfortable after doing a few laps and realizing that the track doesn't bite you. It's inviting, it's fun, it's a lot less scary than Motorsport for sure. This morning was, I think, the worst mentally for me in my entire driving career. I just felt like I was not ready. I felt like I did not deserve to be here. There's always this imposter syndrome chasing me, but as soon as I got in the car, as soon as I did the first laps, it all went away right away, and now I feel like I deserve to be here more than before. I think the cycle of stress, pre-driving stress and post-driving, like, what's the word, bliss, will always be there in our careers because it's way too intense, it's dangerous, it's competitive.
But with the right mindset, with the right practice and discipline, and most of all, with respect to the sport, you can get there. Now you will see what flow state looks like. In my second session, I just tried to hyper-focus on my marks, operate, almost like a machine. And what you're about to see is proudly the fastest lap time of the official test for the Radical US Cup, done by a sim racer. There's something about race car driving. It's funny, when you're focused, you think about absolutely nothing and you don't even have time to enjoy it. But after you achieve something for the first time, after you raise your own bar, right after you do a great lap, there's a feeling that cannot be replaced by anything else. It's unique to accomplishing and experiencing the flow state. Many drivers might even think, come on, it was just a good lap. But it feels good. And if you don't remember to enjoy this moment now, when do you enjoy it?
Have you ever driven this track in a sim?
5,000 laps.
A few late nights.
First lap
Great.
15, second lap 14.5, 14.0, 13.5, 13.0, 12.5, 12.0, 11.8, and then it was over.
That's great, man.
For the first time, man, for the first time I felt that perfection on entry of like the car, just about to lose it but not, and then you maintain that neutrality all the way to the apex. It happened once. And I was like, that's what I want. That was the first time in my life, in real life, that I did that. And I do that every lap in the same every corner. And then I finally did, like, for the first time, like a perfect entry. And it felt that was perfect. Could not be better than that. I did it once at least. Now in the future I'm gonna chase that because now I know how it feels. Dude, it's just a little bit of over it. You feel like you're just pendulum, micro drifting, and you're in full control. When it happened, like my eyes were like, holy that's what I want. That's what I want. And then 11.
That's awesome. Good for you, dude. I'm really impressed.
I think all the issues that I've been having, like with anxiety, whatever, is just confidence. It's just thinking that I'm not gonna be capable of doing it. You know. There. I think I found my baseline. I found my structure, and then I'm just gonna change bricks now, not pillars. Oh.
Well, I was doing really good. I wasn't very far off the pace right off the hop. That was quite impressive. And then the second session, you know, definitely blew a lot of people's expectations, if not everyone.
Now it's time to drive as fast as you can, but this time in a chaotic environment with all sorts of cars, from Miatas to prototypes. Getting a clear lap without traffic here is near impossible. So this is the time to develop the racecraft skills in real life. Drive as fast as you can while being aware of your surroundings and planning your moves to be safe and predictable. When I finally thought I was on a good lap, I got traffic on the second to last sector. And then at the very end, on my very last chance, I got a perfect lap, no traffic, until the very last corner. And then this happened.
Man, I had a good lap until the last corner, Miata.
Yep. You're seeing what I'm talking about though. With traffic, you're really not going to have any clear laps the whole event. You're going to see the race is all about keeping calm, getting through traffic as quickly as possible, and just staying focused. That's it.
In this race, I'm sharing the car with a teammate. He drives the first half, and I drive the second half. He started off the race very well and picked up a bunch of positions right away. But then, this happened. Now here's what he did wrong so you can learn how to avoid this. On entry, he gave a little bit too much space to the wall and made the radius of his arc a little bit smaller. That forced him to ask for more rotation than the car was capable of that speed, and he even downshifted to 4th gear instead of 5th, giving the car a lot more engine braking. The combination of these two mistakes led to an immediate spin. So they decided to put me in the car earlier and I will drive until the end of the race. We're way behind in our class right now, but anything can happen. The race is pretty long and who knows, maybe we can get a podium? It's time to enter the jungle. Although we lost a lot of time on the beginning of the race, we stayed away from trouble and kept consistent lap times, which gave us this nice little trophy. This is valuable track time that I will need this year competing against some of the best radical drivers in the US in less than a month. All this is only possible because you supported me, especially the 3,000 legends that joined my online course, the Motor Racing Checklist 2.0. By the way, something big is coming up. Subscribe and you won't regret it. Sim racing is growing more and more, and it's bringing real-life racers and sim racers together. This is making the competition level rise like I've never seen it before. So if you want to become that competitive, the secret is in the driving technique more than equipment. My professional driving technique course, the Motor Racing Checklist, already has over 3,000 drivers, including real-life drivers and professional esport drivers, just so you know how good it is. I made this course after coaching over 2,000 drivers in one-to-one live sessions, and it contains all the advanced concepts, techniques, and exercises that I've developed with my students over all these years of coaching. It's perfect for any simulator, racing games, and also for real-life drivers wanting to use a simulator to improve their real-life driving technique. This course is about car handling skills, and the goal is to make you find better lap times and consistency. You will learn how to prevent and induce specific behaviors and learn how to feel them earlier so you can predict what's happening with the car with professional precision. By the way, this course has a money-back guarantee with no questions asked. So if you don't improve, you get your money back. And you can join my Discord to read reviews and ask any questions. Join the course now and I will see you on track.